Welcome to Small Talk Daily for Wednesday, November 12th, 2008. This morning I'd like to go through adding ListBox objects. So let's go ahead and pick one of those, drop it here on the canvas, make this a little bit bigger. And now what I'll do is I will go ahead and look at the properties for that. Now the properties are very simple. Again, you have the aspect and you have the ID. The difference is that the aspect is not going to generate a value model this time. We'll take a look at the selection list, and there's also a multi-selection list if you have multi-select. We'll get to that in a minute. All the other things are basically the same as you've come to know. The only real difference is after you get through validation notification, you notice that you can make a list box a drag source. Again, I'm not going to go through drag drop in this particular screencast, but bear in mind that that is an option on list boxes. So let's go ahead and go back to the basics. And if you look at my list, now let's go ahead and hit install. And then we'll go ahead and hit define and let it generate my list. And then we'll browse the code. Let's deselect everything over here, browse the entire class, bring up the browser, and notice we got a MyList variable. If we go to aspects, we find that it is a selection and list new, and it's going to come up empty. Let's go ahead and go to initialize release, and in addition to generating this menu, we'll say MyList. Well, let's do it this way, self MyList, because we already get the selection list. We can use the accessor, and we'll send list colon to it, list with 1, with 2. And with is just a constructor method for class list, so that gives me back, if I just try this right here, you'll see what I get. I'll inspect, and you see I get a list with 1 and 2 in it. So that'll give me back something very simple. So let's go ahead and open this, take a look, and we get our list box with 1 and 2. Now, the thing you want to look at, and let's do this. Let's go ahead and move this stuff out of the way, and we'll open the UI and do an inspect again. And I'll bring this, and we'll go through source. That gets us down to the actual application model, and we'll take a look at my list. It's called a selection in list object. We'll go down through that, and what we have here is we have list holder, which is a value holder on the actual list, and we have a selection index holder, which is a value holder on the index. Currently there's no actual index, so if I find the UI, and wrong one, that's the editor one. If I select 2, now look at this, you should see on 2. So I've selected the second object. Notice it lists and collections and Smalltalk index from 1, not 0. So if I go here, then I'll see that this is from 1. So I have 2 value holders. So a selection list is kind of a larger object than value holders you've come to look at in previous widgets. And the other thing that you have to be aware of in this, and that's if I go to the methods, is the main APIs you're going to end up using are list to get at the list. So if you have your UI class and you want to get at the actual list, just send list to the selection list. You'll get the actual list with all the elements in it. If you want to reassign the list, list colon will throw this into the wrapped list in a way that allows change to propagate. So don't try to grab it directly yourself. Use list and list colon. So pretty much that's it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.